The wonderful, beautiful women from Classic Brands here. We have Lynn Swanson and Nicole McCree. So they are going to show you guys what's hot and new from Classic. So we will turn our cameras off. I'll butt in if I have any questions, ladies. But otherwise, the floor is all yours.
Shake your booty. Shake your booty. Instead of that, say shave, shave, shave. Shave, shave, shave.
That was amazing.
Shave your coochie. So, peace to all of my young bloods and my scorching hot mamas. How are you doing? I think I'm the last one today, so thank you so much for hanging in there. My name is Nicole, and I'm a sales rep for Classic Brands. Going on 10 years now, I can't believe it. But today I am the Coochie Disco Queen. So we are known for our Coochie Shave Cream, of course, but we are way more than Coochie Shave Cream. We create far out and righteous lotions and potions that really help to enhance the customer's experience, be it in the boardroom, be it in the bedroom. We have something for everyone. So today I'm going to give you the skinny on 6 of our 7 brands, or products rather. And the products I'm going to talk to you about are our top sellers. So we sell over 300 items, and you are going to hear about the top 50. And with only 25 minutes, I'm going to give you just the basics of each of the lines. And if you'd like a training, please reach out to your East Coast News rep and schedule that with us. Unfortunately, we aren't traveling now. It's really due to safety measures, but we can do virtual trainings. And of course, we hope to, in 2022, get back on the road. So without further ado, let's talk about those 6 of 7 brands that we carry. Those 6 brands are the CG line, or the CG collection, as we like to call it, the Max collection, the Before and After collection, Pure Instinct, Jalique, and of course, Coochie. A lot of people only know us for Coochie, and I'm sure some of you are like, oh, wow, I didn't know Classic Brands made all of that. But yes, we do. And right now I'm going to share my screen. There we go. I think you all can see that. I'm going to make it full screen mode. All right, so let's just get into some of the brands. The first one that I'm going to talk about is the CG collection. So this was created with the thought, take control of your pleasure. And in the 70s, of course, I think there was a lot of that going on. But it's really Crazy Girl all grown up. For you that know Crazy Girl, the old brand that we had, this is just a grown-up version of that line. It's sexy, it's inspiring, it's unapologetic. It's a collection that we developed specifically to enhance a woman's pleasure. And the products are body safe and use as many natural ingredients as possible, with as few additives, with as few preservatives and colors. And of course, the packaging really lends itself to being elegant, sophisticated, and really foxy looking. To me, it's a cosmetic line that can sit right there on the bedroom. And if you have children, they wouldn't know the difference of what that was. They would just think it was some sort of cute lipstick or some sort of blush. So our top selling items in the CG line are right in front of you. These are our pheromone fragrances, and for good reason. These fragrances can and should be worn every single day because they really create a more likable and intriguing you. And we have a ton of anecdotal stories to really back that up. Of course, in my trainings, I'll go into all of that with you. But what you see here are our top 3 fragrances in our oil base. They are Head Over Heels, Turn Off the Lights, and All Night Long. And I actually thought about this. These are all songs from like the 80s, and there's one from the 70s. I hope does anyone know which one that is? If you don't, it's the Turn Off the Lights by Teddy Pendergrass. But that was just coincidental with the names. Head Over Heels is going to be your really light fragrance, very daytimey. Turn Off the Lights is going to be that mid fragrance. And All Night Long is going to be that very heavy, seductive, kind of sultry fragrance. These are oil-based, and they do come with a nice roller ball on there, so it's great for smooth application. One of the things that you may have noticed, especially since we've been out of it for a little while and we've got huge demand for it is we had a lot of supply chain issues with our packaging. So you will see a new size, which is 9.2 milliliters, not ounces, and new item codes and UPCs for this item, for these 3 items. And again, they are our top selling items in the CG line. Now we also have a plethora of items in the CG line that are just really groovy. The first one is our Blow Me Kissable Pleasure Gel. So this is a foreplay or oral sex type of product, but it has no desensitizer in it at all. Really, it's for people who don't like the taste of penis or vagina. And there are people out there who don't like the taste of penis or vagina. So what this is going to do is just really give you an amazing flavor, give you a nice kind of scent. So if you're sensitive to smells down there, you're going to smell that fruity smell. And then of course, it's going to give you that juicy mouth with that plant-based glycerin, which also coats the throat and helps with the gag reflex. But this is a true oral sex product that you want to play with your partner. Your customers are absolutely going to love it. And we do have it in 3 flavors. What you see here is our Berry Burst. It's our #1 seller. Then you see right next to that, our Lip Tease. This is our kissable stimulant. So if someone wants a little bit more of a punch or a pack, you are going to get that kind of cooling / warming sensation, because it will give both of those sensations with Lip Tease with the flavor that you're looking for. There are 3 flavors in here as well, and we are representing our Sin City strawberry flavor here, which is our #1 seller. Again, it is for clitoral stimulant that really gives that warming / cooling vibe, especially when you're blowing on the area that you're placing the product on. Next to that, you're going to see our O products, OH, right? O products, there's your Oh My and your Oh Yes. Now, these products are for people who really like the taste of penis and vagina, but they still want to add some form of stimulant to the mix. So your Oh My is going to be your warming clitoral stimulant. So kind of think, oh my, it is warm in here. So that is going to be your warming stimulant. Oh Yes is going to be your cooling clitoral stimulant. And then OG is going to be your G-spot stimulant. Now, Oh Wow, which is right here, happens to be our #5 seller overall, which, you know, a lot of times with tightening gels, people are a little bit apprehensive, but ours really works in a way that when you insert your finger or someone inserts a penis or a body part or what have you inside of the vagina, you're going to get this kind of pillowy, soft, wet feel. And that's because our tightener helps to increase the mucus that's going on in there. So it's going to be nice and slippery. Also helps with the muscle tone that's going on in there and just makes you feel that much tighter. So Oh Wow, again, is a #5 seller overall, inclusive of those 300 products. So it's a great seller. And then you also have the last 2 products here, which I really think should be purchased together. So really with your sales staff, you should tell them if you're carrying our Tush Tea Stimulating Anal Gel or our Woohoo Personal Lubricant to try to sell those together. The Tush Tea's anal stimulant, a lot of people are looking for Tush Eases, which basically help to desensitize. And we do have those, but a lot of people don't carry a Tush Tease or a stimulating anal product. And this product is really going to pack a punch. It's made with bergamot and rosemary. So it's really going to just really kind of stimulate and cool the anal cavity. So when you do get that penetration, it's just going to really kick it up a notch. But if you pair it with our Woohoo water-based lubricant, which really feels silky and buttery, it's just going to be that 1-2 punch that you're looking for. It's truly a dynamic duo. So these are the products within the CG collection that are top sellers and that we know sell time and again at the store level, and people review them and they talk about them consistently. Please, if you don't believe me, go online and look up these products. You will see amazing reviews for the CG collection. Now we're going to move on to the Max collection. So this is a comprehensive kind of sexual wellness line. It's designed for men who really want an optimal sex life, but you know, they just need a little kind of pep in their step, a little pick-me-up when it comes to performance and endurance. So whether it's just being tired from a long day or the occasional experience of erectile dissatisfaction or premature ejaculation, the Max collection is going to provide effective topical alternatives to oral medications that are currently available. Please, if you're selling any sort of medications, and yes, we know they sell great, so I'm not saying do not sell those, but if you have people who truly, truly might be allergic, or they can't take medication because they're already on medication, or maybe that pill is kind of plateaued and they're looking for a little extra boost, please direct them to our topical solutions for those oral medications. So the first thing that you see here is it says Stroke the Poker. This is our Max Satisfaction Masturbation Cream. And I always just like to say, if you want to graduate from that teenage masturbation experience, this is going to be heaven in your hands. It's super creamy, it's super lubricious, great grip without any slip. Perfect for that person who just kind of wants to elevate their masturbation experience. And then there are a few other amazing products that are top sellers in the Max line. The first one is our Max Arousal Pleasure Gel. So, a lot of people think that you can just blow on a penis and it gets hard. Well, in real life, that's typically not the case. With the Max Arousal, again, because you might just be tired or you might be experiencing that erectile dissatisfaction that I talked about, this Max Arousal will really help with blood flow and really get you going. It just helps to arouse the penis and so that you can get started and have a wonderful time with play. The next product right next to it is our Max Relax Anal Desensitizer. So what I like about this, it has 4.9% ethyl paba. Ethyl paba is basically benzocaine, but you call it ethyl paba if it's less than 5% according to the FDA. So that means it's not going to completely numb you. It is truly going to relax the sphincter. You will feel everything that's going on, which just really helps with that relaxation and ease of penetration for anal play. And our top sellers in the Max line are these three beauties right here. So you've got our Prolong sprays, and they come in a couple of different applications. The first is our Max Control Prolong Spray. This is a lidocaine-based product, and it is extra strength at 5% lidocaine. Then you have our Max Control Prolong Gels, and we have our regular and our extra strength that are in the top 10, or literally the top products in the Max line. And the regular is going to be 5%, and it's a benzocaine-based product. And the extra strength is going to be 10% for people who want a little bit more help in that area, especially when it comes to premature ejaculation. And again, these are our top sellers within the Max line. The controls, which are our prolongers, are in the top 1, 2, and 3. Now, this is our toy cleaner, and I know there are a ton of toy cleaners out on the market now. I'm sure there's plenty to choose from, but what I like about our toy cleaner, besides it being 99.9% effective on killing germs and fungus and bacteria, things like that, is that the packaging tells you exactly what you need to do. You clean your toy before and you clean your toy after. It is self-explanatory. It is as simple as pie. Well, pie may not be simple, but you get my point. It's before and after. And this has been about 15 years in the game. We have done great with this particular product. And just last year, we decided to kick it up a notch and add a foaming version of it. So what you see here in front of you is our spray at 4 ounces and a spray at 8.5 ounces. And then for those people who want foam, again, these are the same formula. A lot of times people think of foam, they think of scrubbing bubbles and things like that. So they think it's going to work better. More power to them. If they want that foam version, they will get it in the 4.4 ounce as well as the 7 ounce. Again, to me, this is simple. It sells itself. If people forget, they see it right on the package. Clean that toy before, clean it after. And our next brand is in a little blue bottle. It is called the Pure Instinct line. And we have expanded this line over the years. This line has been in the game for over 25 years. And it happens to be the #1 selling pheromone fragrance in the adult industry. And for good reason. I mean, it truly, truly blends with your particular body chemistry to create your own unique scent. And it comes in 3 different applications here. So you'll see a roll-on, which I love for travel. So, if you're out and about and you still want to have that fragrance on you, you can just go in your bag, your book bag, your purse, what have you, and you have that roll-on, that oil-based roll-on. But then there are people who don't want an oil base. They want something more along the lines of a cologne or a fragrance. And that is where the Pure Instinct True Blue fragrance comes in the 22 milliliter. And let's just say you love that oil so much that you want to not only put it on your skin, but maybe you want to add it to a few drops to your wash, or maybe in a diffuser, or perhaps in the bath for a spa-like bath, an aromatherapy type bath. That is where this oil dropper comes in. And the oil dropper is our #1 seller out of all 3 of these applications. I did not mean to touch that, but it's all good. So what you see here are the 3 different types of Pure Instinct, but what really sells the product is these cute little displays here off to my right. You have the display 12-piece with the oil dropper, and then you also have the display 12-piece with the roll-on. And what I like about this is if it just stands on its own, it may get lost in the shuffle. But with this display, because it is so small, it's actually the size of what I'm holding up right now. You can't even see it, but it's almost maybe like 6 or 7 inches long and maybe 5 inches high. So it's super small, it's super compact, it's great at point of sale, and truly it sells the product at least 2 to 3 times more than if you were just to buy them individually. So I highly recommend the displays for the Pure Instinct. Now, since we've purchased this brand, we have expanded on the line. And what you see here are other cute little bottles. You have the little pink bottle and you have the little black bottle. So what I like about these particular fragrances is that they pattern themselves off of upscale fragrances that are currently on the market. So for her, which is the little pink bottle, this is patterned after Flower Bomb by Viktor and Rolf. So if you know that fragrance, you know that it could be anywhere from $100 to $200 at retail. You are going to pay a fraction of the price for this particular fragrance, and it'll be the exact same thing or inspired by the Viktor and Rolf fragrance Flower Bomb. And it also has pheromones. And the great thing about oils is they can last up to 24 hours on the skin. So fraction of the cost, extra pheromones. You should get 2 or 3 bottles. You should make sure you're selling 2 or 3 bottles at a time at that rate. And then you've got for him or the little black bottle. This is obviously a more masculine looking packaging, but this is patterned off of Versace's Eros. So again, 2 exclusive fragrances, Flower Bomb by Viktor and Rolf and Versace's Eros. Again, Versace's Eros can be anywhere from $80 up to $150, depending on where you buy it. And you will just pay a fraction, or your customer will pay a fraction of the cost of this, plus they get the pheromones. And just like I mentioned with the True Blue, the displays truly sell the product. Yes, it's a cute little bottle, but if it's sitting there by itself, it may get lost in the shuffle. With these displays, again, you will see a 2 to 3 times much better turnover with the sales because that display is compact, it's right there, and always make sure that it is filled. So, you might want to buy 2 or 3 of those displays when you're making your purchases. So let's talk about the Jalique line. So this line has been around for almost 25 years as well. And it's fun, it's flirty, it's colorful, it's happy, it's just a really groovy time. And we just came out with this really cute video that you can actually see on the East Coast News social media sites. I think they posted that already, and it will give you a nice brief overview of the line. And again, with the trainings that I can do, I will go into a lot more detail. With one brand, I can literally take 1 hour to go into things because we have a lot of different ingredients and ways to sell the product and to merchandise the product. So it recently got a facelift, and wowzer, as they say in the 70s, I think it looks damn good, especially compared to the old Jalique line. Again, it's fun, it's flirty, it's colorful, it's just a really happy time. And what I like about this is we're going to sell this in the bundle, and that's what you see on your list when it comes to the 50 products that we're talking about. With the bundle, I really feel that it helps you out to determine which of these products will really sell through. It could be all of them, and it could be maybe a handful of them, really just depending on your customers and the demographic that you're dealing with. But You're basically buying in at a small investment. You're getting 78 pieces of product. And a part of that 78 pieces of product is a lot of free product. We do not label it as a tester, so you can actually resell it. So again, you're getting a lot of bang for your buck. You can use it as a tester if you'd like. You can even do giveaways to your staff or even to your customers. And in the bundle, you've got a few things going on. You've got our nipple nibblers, which is our #1 selling product overall, even over Coochie now, believe it or not. The nipple nibblers are just doing the damn thing when it comes to the sales, and we just can't keep them in stock. But with the nipple nibblers cooling, you get 1 tub of the cooling. You get 1 tub of the sours, and that's a brand new flavor. And if you love sours, you are absolutely going to love the nipple nibbler sours. I'm a sours fiend, so I'm constantly every so often just putting it on my lips and then tasting it, because it is a lip balm as well as a nipple stimulant. You also will get 6 of the Joy Buzzer. Now, if you sold Nympho's Desire, which was the old name of the product, it is now just called Joy Buzzer. And again, when you think about the Joy Buzzer, what's going on down there, that is the clitoris, and you're gonna get 6 of those. You'll get 6 of our Happy G, which is a G-spot stimulant. You'll get 6 of our Honey Buns. It used to be called Honey Buns Bootylicious Warming Gel, but we got rid of the Bootylicious Warming Gel part, and now it's just called Honey Buns. But again, it's still gonna do the same thing, gonna nice warm sensation, tastes just like honey, but there's no sugar at all in this product or any of our products. Everything is sugar-free, paraben-free, safe for all skin types, and developed with a woman in mind. And usually when it comes to being a woman or being someone born with a vagina, you're the baseline. You've got a lot of intricate things going on there. So anyone that falls above that baseline, they're gonna be good. You also get 6 of the Dirty Dice. And then you get 3 each of our candles in here. So that leaves you to about 67 products. And then the remainder are going to be individual pieces of each one of these products so that you can, again, sell them. You can resell them. You can give them away. You can use them as testers. But again, I think this is a great way to start off. It's a very small investment, and you can get all the pricing on the resource portal at the East Coast News, on the East Coast News site. But it's a small investment, and you can really choose which one of these items will sell or if the whole line will sell, and then you can buy a la carte as you see fit. And lastly, let's talk about Coochie. Now, Coochie is our #1, well, our #2 selling product now, because Nipple Nibblers just knocked it out of the #1 spot, but it's always in our top 2 or 3 sellers for sure. It's been around forever, and this is truly what we're known for. And honestly, it's truly one of the best shave creams ever. We're not tooting our horns for any, just because we literally have a lot of research and backing behind this. Anyone who uses it literally says it really helps to inhibit those ingrown hairs, those rashes, those bumps, those really horrible things that you don't want to see down there, especially when you're having play with someone else. Part of just feeling sexy is looking sexy as well. And if you have bumps and redness and ingrown hairs, you don't feel as sexy as if you don't have those. It also helps to hydrate the skin. So when someone is taking a razor and putting it right over that skin, it's not going to nick you. It's not going to do any of those horrible things that a lot of times razors do, because it's going to be extremely glidable, but still add that moisture to your skin. Now, what you see here in front of you are 6 fragrances. And then you also see here in the larger sizes, the 3 larger sizes, you see a fragrance-free. Now, we do not have, I know everyone's been asking about green teas, but we do not have something that's kind of like Midland like that at this point. So if you have that person, maybe it's someone who's a little bit more masculine and they don't want to smell fruity or floral or anything like that, or like baby powder, I would always suggest the Au Naturel. Also, for those people who are super sensitive, even though we formulate this so that it does inhibit the ingrown hairs, the rashes, and the bumps, there's still fragrance in these 6 fragrances here. So someone may have sensitivity to those fragrances, and that's when you may want to direct them to the Au Naturel. And with all of these, you have a 3.4 ounce size, a 7.2 ounce size, as well as a 12.5 ounce size. And we also sell 32 ounces as well, and all of the fragrances except for the au naturel. So let's talk about the top 3 sellers. Frosted cake is our #1 seller. Island Paradise is #2. And #3 is Sweet Nectar. It's always toggles back and forth between Sweet Nectar, and since we've introduced Peachy Keen has literally shot up the charts, and it's kind of fighting for that 3rd place spot. And then the other 2 fragrances that round out the line are our Be Original, which is a baby powder type of fragrance, and then our Floral Haze. So someone who's wanting a mixture of florals or a bouquet of flowers, they're going to get that Floral Haze. Frosted cake, of course, smells, and hopefully, if you wish you could taste it, it would be that buttercream and that vanilla, but you don't want to taste these because they are not for flavor. Just imagine that. And then you've got Island Paradise. Think about the islands. This is mangosteen and red currant and a little bit of, I said mangosteen, some red currant, and I cannot think of the other note. Maybe Lynn will put it in the chat box and it'll come back to me in a second. Oh, and a little bit of coconut. There we have it. And then you have Sweet Nectar. Now, for those who've been around for a long time, this used to be called pearberry. So really it's pears and just a blend of amazing berries. And it does extremely well for us. It's been around forever and a day. I don't think we're going to be getting rid of this anytime soon. And again, it's always taking up either the 3rd or the 4th slot. And then lastly, you have that Peachy Keen. And if you just think about luscious, juicy peaches, this is exactly what it smells like. So a lot to choose from, even a natural version. And again, it comes in the 3 different sizes for all of the fragrances. But Coochie is not just shave cream. There's some other great items in the line, and we have 6 fragrances, body mists. And these aren't just your average everyday body mist. These are really moisturizing body mists. They're made with grapefruit extract, lemon extract, orange extract, just a lot of amazing ingredients that really help to smooth out the skin, moisturize the skin without drying it, without having that alcohol base, but then also just layer on the fragrance. So if you're a person who loves Peachy Keen, go ahead and get that Peachy Keen body mist. It's really just going to elevate the Peachy Keen shave cream fragrance. It's just going to layer on the fragrance that you can just kind of spritz on your body throughout the day. Same thing with any of the other fragrances. Again, it is water-based, but it has a lot of great botanicals and extracts in here that do an amazing job of moisturizing the skin when you're spraying it on you, especially in the summertime when we expose a lot more skin. Worst thing is when you get those body mists from other stores that you spray on and you just feel tight and you want to scratch yourself because of the alcohol base. You do not have to worry about that with this particular product. And then we have 5 add-on items. What I love about these is, even though I call them the peas and gravy to the coochie, so coochie's more like the steak, and then you've got peas and gravy. They're like the side dishes. They can actually stand alone. So for those vegans who just who don't care about steak, you can literally just use some of these products on their own, but they are great to be paired with Coochie, especially at the sales level with your sales staff, training them to do upselling and really cross-selling with some of these products that we have here. So to me, one of our best products in terms of formulation and exactly what it does is our protection mist, our aftershave protection mist right here. It really helps to soothe. So even though with Coochie, a lot of people say, hey, you know what? I shaved with Coochie. Why do I need to have this protection mist? It's supposed to inhibit ingrown hairs, rashes, and bumps. Well, when you get out of that shower, you put clothes on, you're exposed to, the elements, sun and rain and dust and things like that. People will touch you, and all of those things can cause bacteria buildup. So with the protection mist, it is truly going to be that product that tightens the pores and seals them so that nothing gets inside of them, but also conditions the skin. So if someone is shaving their face with Coochie and they use this aftershave afterwards, it's really going to enhance the experience. And on top of it, a great way to get this sold a lot more at your store is to let people know that this is not just an aftershave. I think the name is a little bit of a misnomer because this is an everyday protection mist. So even if you're not shaving, wherever you shave that first day, keep using this product because you get in that shower, right? And every single time you get in that shower, your pores are open. So again, once you get out of that shower, spray in the places where you've shaved again, and it's going to close the pores again, condition and moisturize the skin. It's an amazing product. And the other side little piece to this is that it really helps with inhibiting the itch when the hair grows back. And we know that when we shave or wax or laser, when that hair grows back, you could for sure start to scratch yourself, and it's just not a good look, especially if you're out in public. So using this protection mist will really help out with that. So for those people who don't shave with the razor, they can still use the protection mist because when you are waxing or even lasering, it's always a good thing to kind of seal the pores and condition the skin no matter what. So this is for anyone who removes hair from their body. And approximately 94% of Americans remove hair from their body somewhere on their body. So it is for sure a cultural ritual. Then we have our Coochie body oil mist. So with the body oil mist, this is going to be a great moisturizing product. It's a soybean-based, sweet almond-based, safflower-based product, those 3 S oils. But besides it just being super moisturizing, when you spray it on the skin, it doesn't leave that greasy kind of sticky feel that a lot of heavy oils do. It absorbs quickly into the skin, and it leaves kind of like a soft finish that feels just ever so slightly silky, but not heavy at all. So you can wear this in the summertime and you can use it all year long. The other great thing is it hydrates. So it's also going to be great for tattoos. And another awesome thing is because it's a soybean-based product, it will really help with mosquitoes and any sort of bugs that bite you because it helps with it's basically a bug repellent, a natural bug repellent. So you've got a 3-in-1 with this particular product, an amazing moisturizer, a bug repellent, especially with mosquitoes, and that tattoo brightener. Again, another way to sell the product with Coochie shave cream or by itself, but for sure try to get that upsell happening or cross-sell happening. And then you have our Intimate Feminine Spray right here. So this is going to refresh. And when we're talking about natural ingredients, there's baking soda and rosemary extracts in here. So basic baking soda really helps to neutralize unwanted odor. I'm sure people have used baking soda. They put it in their refrigerator to absorb all those nasty odors in there. It does the same thing with any sort of odors that are going on. So it's going to be that natural kind of absorption of those odors. And then the rosemary extracts are really going to be that natural deodorizer. So a lot of feminine sprays are heavy and heavily laden with fragrance. There's just a nice soft finish with this. It's called Peony Prowess. So it's a very light floral scent, but super light, not overpowering at all. And you do not spray this inside of your body. You spray it on the outside of your body. If you're having internal issues, that's obviously a doctor issue. But again, for your customers, this is going to be great for those people who just, don't feel so fresh. Maybe they're on their cycle. Perhaps they went to the gym and they don't have time to go take a shower and they want to go to another venue or a different place. They can go ahead and spray that. It is just that wonderful kind of pick-me-up for people who just want that intimate care. And then Nicole, you look over here.
This is your warning. We have 5 minutes.
Okay, got it. I'm right on task. The next product here is our sweat defense. So what I like about this product is it truly does what it's supposed to do. It is a lotion that turns into this nice soft powder. It's a tapioca-based product. There is no talc in this product at all, but it leaves a nice soft finish, but it also cools to the touch. So if someone's got sweaty balls or swamp ass or sweat underneath their breasts, or anywhere where you want to alleviate that perspiration, the sweating that happens, put this product on. A little bit goes a long way. Even though this is a small bit of a package here, and it's a 3.4 ounce size, which is great for travel when people start traveling again, that 3.4 ounce is going to last you quite some time, especially if you're using it every single day. You can at least get a month's worth if you're using it properly. A pea-size amount is all you need to cover an area the size of your forearm. So a little bit goes a long way, but I love it because it slightly cools to the touch and it alleviates all those nasty things I just talked about, the swamp ass and the sweaty balls and the boob sweat, and all the things we tried to alleviate. One thing I do want to say about this product is because of the tapioca starch finish, it does leave a white residue. Obviously, you should be putting it in places where sweat's going to be absorbed, so you shouldn't worry about that. But if you happen to be placing it on the back of your hand or places like that, if you rub it on your clothes, you will see a little bit of that white residue. It won't stain anything, but and you can wipe it off with the washcloth and water, but it's, it just doesn't look good. So just be careful when you're putting it on, just like you would any sort of powder, that you don't get it on your clothes. And then lastly, we have our skin brightener. So what I love about the Coochie Skin Brightener is it has no bleach, no hydroquinone, no kojic acid in there. All of those things really help to damage the skin, but they're in a lot of products that lighten or brighten the skin. Ours is made with a blend called Sim White Plus. It's a proprietary blend that is naturally derived, and it really helps to stop melanin production. So if you've got those brown spots or those red spots or those dark spots or those black spots anywhere on your body, be it in the bikini area, if you've got age spots happening, or maybe even sunspots happening, place this on your body twice a day, in the morning and the evening, for about 2 to 3 weeks. You will for sure see a difference in those spots going away, but not lightening or turning white like a lot of bleach will do, but truly just evening out the skin tone. This is an amazing product. The ingredient deck is phenomenal. And I truly love that it's super sensitive to skin. And for people who don't want to be lighter, they just want to be brighter. So that rounds out all 6 of our lines. Of course, as I said, I had 25 minutes to do it in. I was pretty quick about it. But if you want that training, I can go into a lot more detail about ingredients, specifically where to merchandise, why this will sell, how to sell it, how to cross merchandise, how to upsell these products, if you want that training on a specific brand or multiple brands. And one thing I do want to mention here, we are increasing our prices as of August 15th, but for all of you who purchase from East Coast News, the pricing will not go up until after the 25th. So you're really given an extra 10 days to make those purchases. We did that specifically because we knew this event was happening and we didn't want to tell you about all these great products and then all of a sudden the prices changed. So if you are purchasing through East Coast News, which you should be, you will get that extra 10 days at the current pricing. So we are doing a giveaway and you could win one of these really badass Keurigs from us. They are amazing. I wish I actually had one. I love that Tiffany blue color. That's our classic brands theme. And for every $250 wholesale that you buy of classic, you will literally receive an entry ballot and possibly win this Keurig. So obviously the more that you buy, the more chances you have to win this Keurig. And $250 worth of our product isn't a whole lot. You'll get a lot for your buck, but it doesn't cost you a lot at all. So that pretty much rounds out the presentation. Just keep on keeping on, and I'm going to catch you on the flip side.
Awesome. Good job.
Thank you. Are there any questions?
It looks like Lynn took care of most of them.
I think Lynn was answering a lot of the questions as I was talking, which I appreciate, Lynn. I really appreciate that. Was there anything specific that you wanted me to kind of shout out when it came to questions? Okay.
No, I think I've answered them all in case I think I've got everybody taken care of. Everybody was asking for you, but I filled in. Hope I did okay.
I'm sure you did, Lynn. You always do okay. You do more than okay.
You did great. So we're also raffling off one of these Keurigs, right?
Correct.
Right. So today we're raffling off the Keurig. And what else does it come with, ladies?
Comes with pods of coffee, all different kinds, and a display spinner to put your pods in, and some coffee cups that talk about classic brands, of course.
Awesome. Perfect. So let's do that raffle real quick and then we can wrap up for today. So today's winner for the Keurig is Martin Puentes. Martin,
what's up? How you doing?
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Martin.
congratulations.
Oh, what is happening right there? Is that Peter dancing in the background?
Oh, you know, I'm just back in the 90s at the, you know, backyard barbecue. What's up, baby?
Okay. We're back in the is it 90s?
Yeah, it's the 90s.
Yeah, the 90s. We're back into the 90s.
I love it. Well, thank you so much, Classic Brands.